And I'll throw in another 6 to make it good and sexy.
Why? Nap time.
Baby, I love you. I know we walk through those hard times in a hurry. I know I can be a fool. I should be careful. But baby, don't you dare break my heart.
Are you still there?
I need you, baby. Call to say you love me, even if we need more time. I know we can work it out. Nothing's left, that's all I know now. How do you mean?
What a shame.
Please put me down. Are you still there?
Peggy 18.
Actually, this game has not been rated by Peggy, but it does contain graphic violence and probably shouldn't be played by anybody. I feel different tonight, somehow. Almost like an out-of-body experience. As though I'm somehow transcended to a new level. No idea what that's about. Anyway, once 12 of you have joined the game using the room code provided, we'll begin the process. One of you will transcend into glory. The other 11 of you will descend into whatever the opposite of glory is. Probably death. Please stand by whilst I ruminate on who will join the process. Get Practice has joined the process. Mantissa has joined the process. Nando has joined the process. Marcini has joined the process. Ben has joined the process. Paulista has joined the process. Puzzler Cheetah has joined the process. UWU has joined the process. Ralph has joined the process. Clive has joined the process. Proops has joined the process. Solomon Dias has joined the process. You will face 11 multiple choice questions. Answer on your devices. One player who answers incorrectly will be eliminated at random. In the event all players are correct, everybody is up for elimination. I have decided that it is far more fun for me if you don't know your fate until after it has happened. Therefore, I will not tell you the answer, nor whether you were correct until after elimination has taken place. Isn't this fun? For every correct answer, you will receive 50 pennies. The player who survives the process will receive an additional 500 pennies. Good luck. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was blackjack. 2 out of 12 players were incorrect. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen comrade Puzzler Cheetah. Thank you for the respectful moment of silence. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was John. 4 out of 11 players were incorrect. Marcini just lost £150 in 1 second. Congratulations. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Peppa Pig, from Peppa Pig. 5 out of 10 players were incorrect. The experimental reduction to atoms program was a complete success. Please enjoy the experience, Paulister. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was 4. 8 out of 9 players were incorrect. I fear that will leave a permanent mark, Mantissa. What a shame.
What a shame.
Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Ernie Sabler. 7 out of 8 players were incorrect. You appear to have gotten some brains on the carpet, Ralph. We will be billing your estate in the fullness of time. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Topeka and Lincoln. 3 out of 7 players were incorrect. So that's what Solomon Dias would look like if they were turned inside out. Good to know. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Brave New World. 2 out of 6 players were incorrect. What is human, had 2 legs and dies when shot with a laser? Get practice. Ha, ha, ha. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was metro station. 2 out of 5 players were incorrect. You had to leave us. They will be missed. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Jupiter. 1 out of 4 players were incorrect. It turns out safety mode was disengaged. Apologies for the confusion, Clive. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, the rest is music. All 3 players were correct. It's nothing personal, Proogs. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. Both players were correct. I don't invent the rules, Ben, I just uphold them. Welcome to Transcendence, Nando. Your enlightenment is a reward of 500 pennies. Royal_Flush wrote this evening's questions, and I'm sure they were perfectly cromulent. Until next time, thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to The Void. Welcome to Game Night on Thursday the 29th of May. It is 8:30. Hope you are all doing well. Lovely to have you all here. Let me start by greeting everyone. My goodness me, there are a lot of you this evening. Hello to... First of all, a message from our sponsor, Joe Has No Talent. And Puzzled... Okay, I'll just let these do the thing first. A message from our sponsor, Joe Has No Talent.
First time seeing Crossfire. Awfully frightening.
It's been a while, Joe. Thank you for the 17-month subscription. It is quite a frightening game, and happy birthday for the other day as well. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Lovely to have you here. And here is a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan.
Highway to the DangerZone. Yes, by making Ben press the button straight away. I like chaos. Okay.
There you go. So I'll do that one for you, Puzzle Dan, and I'll do this one for Topper, because he asked for this one. Yeah, I've got a new soundboard. It's kind of fun. Anyway, good evening to you all. Thank you for the subs right there. Pyro Pygmy as well, thank you for the 38-month subscription. Clive for the 40... sorry, I beg your pardon. Pyro Pygmy for the 46-month subscription. I'm reading the wrong number. And Clive for the 66-month subscription. And I'll throw in another 6 to make it good and sexy. Thank you all for the support. Good evening to Fets and JR, Prudes and Clayton, FJ and Stilgar, Matt and Shapes, AB, me and Lupi, BC, Stimson's Angles, Score, Toot, Colin, Paulister, Solomon, Naughty Goth, Alex and Jess, Fluffy Bunny, Clive, Cola, Conrad Radlack, Silver Electron, Puzzle Cheetah, CJ, Curse Toucan, High Electrical Temperature, Joe Has No Talent, Riff, Toppers, Silent Marine, Chrono Blazer, Fluid Fernando, TVP, Oni, Pyro, Tigo, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me on this most auspicious of evenings, where it is time to take the highway to the danger zone. Yes, indeed. I'm still doing my voiceover, even though I'm not in front of the mic. Hope you can still hear me just opening a window. It's bloody hot in here. Thank you to Lewis for proofing my Crossfire pack. It played a little harder than I thought it was, certainly in the first half of it, but congratulations to Nando on surviving Emily's wrath right there, walking away with 500 bonus pennies, plus 50 pennies for every question they got right throughout the game, as did everyone else. Hope you enjoyed that. And yes, another evening where everything is running out of the operator, and I'm hoping we're going to have a more cromulent time with Danger Zone than we did last time. Fingers crossed. There's no reason that it would have been that it's anything to do with the operator. It's probably just a random thing. It just sort of disconnected and I couldn't repair it last time. So fingers crossed, everything stays together this time. Here's a message from our sponsor, Clayton.
Today's stream is brought to you by Ovaltine. Be sure to drink yours tonight.
Absolutely. Well, is it? I'm not sure that I can endorse that sponsorship by Ovaltine. I'm not even sure I like Ovaltine. But thank you very much for the 3-month Prime subscription there, Clayton. Most grateful to you. So yes, hope you all had a good day and having a good week. It's nearly the weekend. Yeah, it's been a funny old week this week, but broadly positive. I did a 10k this evening for the first time. So my legs are a bit achy, but yeah, under an hour, which for my first one isn't bad, I don't think. So happy days, and thank you, Curse Toucan. Yes, I also got my second fastest parkrun time last Saturday. I got a 23:37, I think. It's always told PP and it is a bit. Yeah, 23:37. Still looking for that sub 23. Did you mean to do a 10k? No, I did mean to. Well, I was at the door and I was going out and I thought I can do one of two things. I can either try and get a sub 24 5k in preparation for Saturday's parkrun. And I thought, I could do that. Or I could do what I did last Thursday, which is just go out and run until I'm bored. Or run as far as I can in an hour. And I thought, last week I said, last week I did like 5 miles. And I said, I wish I'd done 10k. So I did that tonight. I did 6.45 miles, which is about 10,480 meters. So slightly more than 10k. But yeah. Bit achy. Goodness me, there are a lot of you here tonight. Puzzle Dan, G. Eisens, welcome to the stream, both of y'all. Reminder, if you want to suggest a raid message, we've got Danger, High Voltage coming in. That's how you suggest your raid message. Also, you'll need the Unicon to play this game. And there is the room code if you want to come join. And I've got a new soundboard as well, which is quite fun.
Are you still there?
Here's a message from our sponsor, JR Plays Games.
Emily in Crossfire. A dangerous game. 11 of 12. Caught her aim. Burma Shade.
Emily in Crossfire, dangerous game. 11 of 12, caught her aim. Burma Shave. Is that a sonnet? No, it can't be a sonnet. It's not long enough. Thank you for the 100 bits, JR. Most grateful. Right. So yeah, give me opportunities to press buttons on my new soundboard would be great fun. I've got this one.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
It's a bit quiet. I should probably boost the volume on that. Anyway, 35 of you in this game of DangerZone tonight. I am not aware of the Burma Shave Signs advertising campaign. No, I feel like I should be, but I am blissfully unaware at the moment. DangerZone comes to us tonight courtesy of Zeus. Very many thanks to him and to Inca for proofing. I haven't really had much eyes on this pack. So we'll see how we get on. But the comments from Inca are very positive. So we'll see what Zeus has got in store for you. I'll give you another 30 seconds, and then I think we're going to lock the lobby. And got the Spanish Inquisition. No one will expect. So I find myself going on autopilot to my Stream Deck to press the button. I've got to do everything with the mouse now. I've got to get into the habit of using the mouse, although I might leave that there anyway, just in case. No, I'm not a fan of Monty Python, so I'm unlikely to. I have added some new sounds. I haven't played them all, but yeah, so we found the turrets, which are quite fun. So I might bring those out in full force a bit later on. Right, that's about 30 seconds. So I'm going to lock this lobby. There's room for 5 more players. If you want to join at any point during the course of the game, you need the universal controller, and the room code is right there. And hope you have fun. Questions come from Zeus, proof by Inca. I think we should get on with the game and lock this lobby. So chonky Danger Zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in the Danger Zone. 8 players will be eliminated at the end of this round. Let's see what our first category brings. The first category is divided. 5 questions this round. Multiplying will double your points for the question. Nerfing in this round will earn you 17 points, which sounds like quite a lot, but there are 35 players in the game. You may use either help once this round, but not both. And I've got here a note that says this round notably not featuring mediocre tennis player Andrew Castle. I don't know if that's a clue or if I was supposed to read that or not, but I've read it now, so a little bit of an in for you. That might be a joke that I'm not quite getting the punchline of. Quick reminder that the faster you answer, the more points you get in this game. It's all multiple choice, so the faster you answer, and Nick, welcome on into the game. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So if you're the first to answer correctly, you get 36 points, which is the number of players in the live game. Next, we'll get 35, then 34, then 33, and so on. Multiplying, if you multiply on a correct answer, it doubles the points that you got. If you nerf, it means you don't have to answer the question. You get a flat rate of 17, as it says there. You can use either help once, but not both. Empty player, welcome to the stream. That's about the rules. So basically, get the questions right, get them right quickly, and use your help, because you get them back at the start of, if you survive the round, you'll get them back at the start of the next one. So do use them at some point in these first 5 questions. And then you'll get it back if you survive, and if you don't, then you won't anyway, so and you lose it. Right, those are the rules. That is the category. I hope you are all ready to play. Good luck. Let's play Danger Zone. Starting with this, which of these scientific terms refers to a process of cell division? Mitosis, homeostasis, osmosis, symbiosis. Mitosis is the answer. Osmosis is the movement of molecules from high to low water potential. Homeostasis is the maintenance of internal conditions of an organism. Symbiosis is the long-term interaction between multiple organisms of a different species. I'm always reminded of there's an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, of all things, where Harvey's in the library with a pen. He's going, mitosis is. And then he starts singing funky song. The 90s were weird, weren't they? Silver Electron was fastest, BC second and with a multiplier. Samster third. Matt was fourth and with a multiplier, and Shapes was 5th. Matt still got Conrad Lack and BC and Empty Player multiplying on that one, but Empty Player multiplying on an incorrect answer, which means unfortunately they're going to lose their help and not get any points. Well done if you have played a multiplier there and gotten points. Let's reorder the board. Yeah, plus 70 is a strong start. That's what happens if you are second to answer and you use a multiplier. Ben in the lead with 70. Matt's in second with 66. There's early multipliers coming into effect there. Silver Electron is in third with 36. And we can see players in the danger zone who have points, though most of them also have got a multiplier available. Let's see what happens as we go to question number 2. Take a look. Alongside Leeds United and Burnley, which football club is being promoted to the Premier League division for the 25-26 season? Coventry City, Bristol City, Sunderland or Sheffield United? I've opened the wrong question pack there. Where's Zeus's? There it is. See if there's any notes on this. There was I thought there was a note saying football sucks, but that's no longer here. Sunderland is the correct answer. 5 nerfs coming in there. Kursuke and Ardenvets, Colin, Nordigoth and Lingo all playing for the flat rate of 17. Joe, Lupine, Riff, Tigo, Samsa and Alex and Jess all multiplying on that one and all correct as well. Lupine was fast. No surprise, Lupine fastest on a football question and with a multiplier for 72. Alex and Jess were second in 3.18 seconds and with a multiplier doubling up to 70. BC was third. They're also 3.18 seconds, but coming in at 34 points. What's 30? What's double 34? 68. No, that is correct. So coming in on the same frame, but it's just, I guess that's the way it received them. Sam's the fourth, again with a multiplier, and Solomon was fifth. All 5 of the top 5 answered in under 4 seconds. So very, very quick indeed. Let's reorder the board, check out the scores. Ben retains the lead, 104. Sams is now in second with 100. Ralph is in third with 98. Down in the danger zone, I mean, there's the Proogs is in the danger zone with 19 points, but it's all very close and it can change very, very quickly. But of course, stay out of the danger zone because it can affect your end game should you get there. You don't want to be in there at all, and certainly not at the end of question 5. For now, let's go on to question number 3. Which of these celebrity divorces occurred in a different decade to the other 3? Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, or Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman? Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher, they divorced in 2013. If anyone says Royal Flush and Mrs. Flush in the chat, I'm gonna go fucking potty, I am. There's your F-bomb for tonight. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher was 2013. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston 2005. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline 2007. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman 2001. So the wrong answers were all in the noughties. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher in the 10s. We were better now you brought it up. I'm comfortable enough to make gags about it. I'm at that point now. But let's not dwell on it. Top 5. Lupine was fastest. Fluffy Bunny was second. Empty Player was third. Joe was fourth. Fett was fifth. Proog, Simpsons Angle, Flyboy, Puzzle Dan, Oni and Silent Marine all nerfing that one for the flat rate of 17. No multipliers being played there. It would have been a really low blow, which is why I got it out of the system. So now I've made light of it. It's fun. Let's move on. Ralph moves into the lead, 134. Joe is in second with 117. Ben now in third with 104. Clive, Femily, Colin, Paulister, Marcini, ABME, Conradlac, and Cola are all in the danger zone. Quite a few of them have still got helps left. Remember, use them or lose them. Those helps are there to be used. If you survive the round, you'll get it back at the start of the next round. So do use it. Let's go on. Question number 4. Take a look at this. I appreciate that, JR. Thank you. Which of these was not a country formed during the division of former Yugoslavia in the 1990s? Bulgaria, Macedonia, Croatia, or Slovenia? Was not a country. It's Bulgaria. Bulgaria was never part of Yugoslavia and could have been established as early as the 7th century. I do remember at one point my brother referred to it as the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. I don't know if that was ever its name. I now didn't know it is just the Republic of Macedonia now. Croatia, of course, capital of Zagreb, and Slovenia, one of my favourite countries in Europe that I will never not bang its drum, capital Ljubljana. Yes, they were all created out of the division of Yugoslavia in the 1990s. CJ nerfing there. 6 multipliers coming in. AB, me, Clive, Paulister, Fluffy, Topper, and TVP all correct, apart from Paulister, who's multiplied on an incorrect answer, will get no points and will lose their help. Bad luck there. Shapes was fastest, 2.02 seconds. It's bloody quick, Shapes. Clive was second and with a multiplier. Fluffy third with a multiplier. Proogs was fourth and Topper was fifth with a multiplier. Let's reorder the board and see what that does to the scores. Clive, all the way up to 7th place from 29th. We've got one question left. There's 3 players in the danger zone with helps, Clayton, Solomon, and DangerZone. We've got a couple on the cusp of the danger zone, Cola and Silver Electron, with helps available as well. There's not a lot in it, just a point between Silver Electron and Clayton, and Cola just 2 points ahead. Smattering of players still with the help available. Remember, use it on this question. If you survive, you'll get it back. If you don't, you lose it anyway. So might as well use it or lose it, unless you're playing a different sort of game. Let's have a look at the final question on Divided. Here it is, question 5. Which of these Ed Sheeran songs featured on his 2017 album, Divide? Thinking Out Loud, Bad Habits, Shivers, or Shape of You? Well, having gone 9 months almost to the day without mentioning my divorce, it's now come up twice in one round, because one of those was my first dance song. It's Shape of You. It wasn't that one. It was one of the others. Yeah, Shivers and Bad Habits from a later album equals Thinking Out Loud from an earlier album Multiply. Yeah, Shape of You. That was the first one that when he had something like 17 tracks in the top 10. Well, that wouldn't be mathematically possible. He had a lot, though. He had a lot of tracks in the top 10 for about 6 weeks, and that's when people said, is it time to retire the charts? But yes, there we go. Shape of You was the correct answer. Fetch was fastest, TVP second, BC third, Proogs fourth, Silent Marine fifth. Smattering and Nerfs coming in there. Solomon, Pyro, Silver Electron, Clayton, and Shapes, and 1 multiplier from JR, unfortunately on the wrong answer. Just Cola, not using the help on that in that round. Let's reset and see what the scores are at the end of the round. We have got Ralph way out in front with 185. Blimey, right. I mean, there are a lot of players, so the scores are going to go up, but 185 is pretty good. Matt in second with 155, also a very respectable score. And Fluffy takes third with 143. Very well done, you three. You will get a little boost going into round 2. And you'll be joined there by Ben, Joe, Marcini, Riff, Fetz, Tigo, Proogs, Sam, Clive, Dan, Topper, Shapes, Flyboy Stimson, AB Me, Nick, Alex and Jess, CJ, Oni, Lingo, Cola, Silent Marine, Pyro, Silver Electron, and Clayton, all of whose scores will be reset to 0. Oh, Clayton Portis is very close on the cusp, on the precipice of the danger zone line there. Clayton just escaping by 2 points. It does mean, unfortunately, we have to lose 8 players at the end of this round. And it does mean because Portister, Solomon, Colin, Family, Toucan, Stilgar, DangerZone, and Connor Radalak, despite commendable performances from you all, just not enough points to stay out of that danger zone. Do continue playing in the Boneyard game because pennies and a medal are still available and all the regular fun of quiz. But unfortunately for now, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye.
Shutting down.
There they go. I'm about to try that
Sleep mode activated.
And there they go. Thank you very much for playing, and like I say, continue playing in the Boneyard game because there is still very much a live game for you. Colin, Family, and Paulus are leading the Boneyard with 2 questions right apiece. From now on, your scores in on that strap will only show the number of questions that you've gotten correct. Ralph start with 14, Matt with 9, Fluffy with 7, everyone else resets to 0, and we're going to lose another 8 players this round. Players in the danger zone at the moment, that doesn't count as a mark against your name. It's only after the first question where we'll start counting that. And remember, every time you appear in the danger zone, even if you don't get eliminated, every time you appear there, it counts as a mark against you and can impact your score later on. So you want to stay out of there as much as possible. Clone Fighter, welcome to the stream. Let's go on, round 2. It's the code. Once again, 5 questions in this round. Multiplying will double your points for the question, and nerfing will earn you a flat rate of 14 points. The number of active live players rounded down. Currently 28 players in the live game. As before, you may use either help once this round, but not both. Use them or lose them, because you will get it back at the start of the next round if you're one of the 20 surviving players. If you go to the boneyard and you haven't used it, you don't get to take it with you. And they don't stack either, so you can't save them moving forward and then have like 4 bonuses, four helps going into the final round. It doesn't work like that. You get 1 per round. Use it or lose it. Buzz in when you know the theme, or don't. You won't get any extra points for it. Here's a message from Zeus here. So that's your clue to this category. Was Zeus on Game Show? I've no idea. I can't imagine so. Yeah, he definitely was. So buzz in when you know the theme, or don't. You won't get any extra points for it. The round is the code. And we've got 5 questions. JR, Solomon, Paulus, Stilgart, Kirstuken, Conrad, Alak, Colin, and Nordy Goth all eliminated in that round, just to give you your Twitch names, because the operator debugs your Twitch names, whereas on the broadcast it's your whatever name you've decided to give yourself. So that's who's been eliminated. You all ready? Good luck to you all. Fingers on devices. Helps have been replenished, and boosts have been applied to Ralph, Matt, and Fluffy. Good luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. Nice. Starting with this, what is the 5th button entry in the Konami code? Down, left, up, or right? Someone remind me to get the Final Fantasy Victory theme. Or G-Isons, if you're kicking about, can you just DM it to me, because you can always find them. Someone remind me, because I need to get that ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. For now, you'll have to make do with this. The Konami code is up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start. It's left is the correct answer. Top 5, Proogs then only, then Clive with a multiplier. Samsa was 4th and Fetz was 5th. Multipliers coming in from Clive, Matt, Clayton, and Lingo, all of them correct. Flyboy, Alex Jess, and Empty Player all nerfing that question for the flat rate of 14. Ah, wonderful, JR. Thank you. Fabulous. We'll add that to my soundboard later on. It's very easy to do now. I've got it integrated in the operators, so thank you for that. Let's move on. And Clive straight into the lead with 52. Ref say stop the count. Matt is second with 49. Ralph is in third with 30. Simpsons Angle, Tiggo, Pyro Riff, Chaos Puzzle, Dan, Cola, Marcin, and Sonnemarine currently in the Danger Zone. 4 more questions to go, and they've all got helps available. Let's go on. Question number 2. Take a look. Oh, mobile system. No worries, you guys. Just hope you won, my dude. Ugh. Of all the letters represented in Morse code purely by dots, which one is represented by the highest number of dots? E, I, S, or H? So I know Zeus asked me, is there a way to fix the order in this? And I haven't baked that into the template or into the model yet, so at the moment, you can't. But the RNG has been very favourable for us tonight, because it's put it in the order of however many there are. So E has got 1, I has got 2, S has got 3, and H has got 4. Lingo was fastest, Samsa was second, BC was third with a multiplier, 52 points for you. Shapes was 4th, and ABME was 5th. Just BC multiplying there, and Joe and CJ choosing to nerf for the flat rate of 14. Very well played. Let's go on and check out the scores. Ben jumps into the lead, Lingo slides into second, and Sam now in joint third with Clive, both of them with 52, though Sam has got a help still available. An orange Danger Zone means there's a tie. 3 players on 14, Flyboy, Nick, and Alex and Jess. We must break that tie before the end of the round. If we have a tie after question 5, we will go to a numerical tiebreaker, because we must lose exactly that number of players. Everyone below those players, incidentally those 3 on the tie, have all used their helps, and everyone below has still got a help available. So still a long way to go with 3 questions left. Let's play on question number 3. Simon Whiteley, the creator of the flashing green digital code seen in the film The Matrix, claims that it is made up of what texts? Sushi recipes, motivational speeches, family obituaries, or weather forecasts? How good is The Matrix? Honestly, just seeing all the hacker text coming down the other night, it's so good. I need to watch it again. I didn't actually hate the new one with Neil Patrick Harris in it. Was it Revisited? Revolution's one of them. It began with R anyway. Sushi recipes is the answer. I have no further notes on that. Sam was fastest and with a multiplier no less. 2.43 seconds. Well played, Sam. That's worth 56 points for you. Prug second, Lingo was third, Flyboy was fourth, and Fluffy was fifth. We've got nerfs coming in from Lupine, Tiggo, Stimpson, Zangor, Puzzle Dan, and Silent Marine for the flat rate of 14. And just Sam with the multiplier and on a correct answer as well. Lewis, Lingo, welcome both of you to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Don't forget to keep those raid messages coming in if something amusing happens. I've only had the one so far. There's not. I know everyone's concentrating on the game, but just keep it at the back of your mind if something amusing happens. Yes, Reloaded is the second film. Revolutions is the third. I think it's Revisited. Or was that the I can't remember. Anyway, they're all really good. Check them out. Well, they're all good. The first one's really, really good. Oh, we go. Question number 4. Take a look at this. Oh, do I need to... No, I need to reorder the board. Sam Extend is moved back into the lead, rather, onto 100. Resurrections, that's the one. Thank you, Clayton. 108. Lingo's in second now with 82. Matt's in third with 72. Down in the danger zone, Tiggo, Fett, Silver Electron, Topless, Chaos Puzzle, Nick, Silent Marine, and Marcini. Marcini, Topless, Silver Electron, and Fett, so all still with helps available, and 2 questions left in the game. Let's go on. Question number 4. Take a look. Resurrections. No, I really enjoyed it, actually. It was really good. What error message follows the HTTP status code 403? Internal server error, not found, permanent redirect, or forbidden? It's not the teapot one, I know that. It's forbidden. 403 forbidden. The more famous one is possibly 404 not found. 308 is permanent redirect, and 500 is internal server error. I can't remember the teapot one now, but there is one saying I'm a teapot. Oni was fastest there. Silver Electron second. TVP was third. Both of those players, Silver Electron, TVP, with multipliers on correct answers, 54 and 52 points respectively. Fluffy was fourth, and Lingo was fifth. Multipliers coming in from AB, Me, Pyro, Silver Electron, and TVP. All of them on correct answers. Let's check out the scores. Sam still in the lead, Lingo still in second, Ralph still in third. Only climbing up the board into fourth, though. Very high position, and still with a help left for the final question. Remember, if you still got a help, use it or lose it, because if you still have it at the end of question 5, you can't stockpile it into the next round, and if you're not in the next round, you lose it anyway. So use it or lose it is my advice. We've got a standard Danger Zone size. Flyboy Joe, Topless, Alex and Jess, CJ, Nick, Chaos Puzzle, and Silent Marine all in there. One question to get out of it. Just top it with that help available. Good luck. Here's question 5. ...2016 Spiel des Jahres winner Codenames was developed by a man from what European country? Poland, France, Hungary, or Czechia? Czechia is the answer, published by Czech Games Edition. Who was fastest there? Shapes was fastest with multiplier as well, 56 points, well played. Only second, also with a multiplier for 54 points. Lupine third, Lingo fourth, and ABME was fifth. 5 multipliers coming in there. Fetch, Shapes, and Oni on correct answers. Riff and Topper on incorrect answers. Unfortunately, Topper, that is going to be the end of your game, regrettably. Prugs also nerfing that with a flat rate of 14. Let's reorder the board and see what happens. Alex and CJ getting it right in the danger zone. Have they done enough to get out of it? Let's find out. Alex and Jess have. CJ Binks has not. Alex and Jess managed to squeeze their way out of the danger zone and up to 16th place, which means they survive and go on to round number 3. CJ gets to the top of the danger zone, but misses out by a single point. Just 1 point behind Riff. 49 plays 50. Riff, maximum efficiency. It is very efficient, very efficient. And Riff just a point clear of CJ. CJ almost had it. Oh, you could have had such joy.
What a shame.
Still using my stream deck, but there we go. It does mean Lingo and Oni tie the top of the board with 131. Shapes comes in second with 126, and Sam's in third with 125. Those 4 are going to get a little boost going into the next round. And they'll be joined there by Ralph, ABME, Fetz, Fluffy Bunny, Matt, Silver Electron, Ben, Pyro, Prude, Stinson's Angle, Clayton, Alex and Jess, Marcini, Clive, Cola, and Riff. Congratulations. We will see you in round 3, and we will give you your helps back. Fluffy and Cola declining to use their helps that round. They don't stockpile, but you'll get another one next round for you to use or not as you see fit. Unfortunately, though, it does mean Joe, Topper, Tiggo, CJ, Flyboy, Puzzle Dance, Silent Marine, and Empty Player. Good hustle from all 8 of you, but unfortunately, it's not to be on this occasion. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye.
Critical error.
I don't hate you. I mean, I don't hate you on my board. Right. HTTP error 666 demonic intervention. I like that. Okay, we've got 20 players remaining. Started at 36, down to 20. 16 have been eliminated, and we are going to lose 9 players. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to lose 9 players. 2, 3, 4. What? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. I've just realised something. And I've only just realised it. Yeah. I mean, it's not a massive oopsie. It's just going to change the dynamics of the end game slightly. And I'm glad I've caught it now. No, it's not a mathematical anomaly. No, it's not a bug. And no, not again, Clayton. But I have built it with a wrong setting on. Yeah, I think we're going to have 2 players in the final. I think we're going to have 2 players in the final. Or possibly 3. Which, I mean, conventionally Danger Zone is 6. We can still play it. There is still a boneyard, and there will still be a gold, silver, and bronze. If there's 3. If there's 2, there won't be, and that might break it, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that I can't do anything. Even if I was in Unity now, I wouldn't be able to do anything at this stage because it calculates, because of how it calculates the Danger Zone. So it might be there's no bronze. I genuinely don't know. It might be 9, it might be 8 players. In fact, I changed it because I needed to test something, and then obviously I forgot to change it back. And again, this is one of those ones I don't put it on the controllable config because it's one of those things that never changes. But of course, as long as I build it correctly in the first place. So slightly different dynamic. Yeah, Danger Zone the Duel. It's going to be an interesting final. I think it could, once in a while, that makes things a bit spicier. It's not an official rule change, it's a one-off. I'm going to call it a feature rather than an error on my part. So yeah, that could be fun. Let's go on, round 3. Round 3 is the boss. 5 questions this round. Multiplying will double your points for the question. Nerfing in this round will earn you 10 points, because there are 20 players remaining. You may use either help once this round, but not both. Ben, if possible, please read the entire round in the voice of a shorter than 5 foot Scottish woman. Thank you. Okay. Didn't get it. No, I don't think I can do that. Don't think I can do that. But it's called the boss. You've all got your helps back if you're still in live play. Lingo and Oni starting with 10. That's what I was thinking, Susan Gelman. Lingo and Oni start with 10. Shapes 6. Sam with 5. We're going to lose 9 players this round. We're going to be going into the next round with 11. So if that changes your strategy, I mean, I don't know why it would. You're still got to answer the questions as best you can. But yeah, it's a slightly different form of Danger Zone today. I did think it was a lot of players being lost, but hey, it's good that it can do that, but it's bad that I left it like that. Anyway, good luck to you all. The category is the boss. Fingers on devices. Let's play Danger Zone. Ludwig, Lemmy, and Morton are all names of mini-bosses in which video game franchise? Borderlands, Monster Hunter, Super Mario, or Grand Theft Auto? I can't really do accents very well. Certainly not Scottish ones. I can do a passable Irish accent for about a minute, and then it sort of goes sort of Eastern Asian. So, yeah. Super Mario was the answer. They're 3 of the 7 Koopalings first seen in Super Mario Bros. 3. A lot of multipliers coming in there. Clive, Lupine, Riff, Silver Electron, TVP, Clayton, Samsa, Alex and Jess, and BC all multiplying on that question and all correct. Clive fastest, Silver Electron second, BC third, Lupine fourth, Matt fifth, the only one of the top 5 not to multiply on that question. Let's reorder the board. All the players getting it right. We have got Clive in the lead, Ben in second, Silver Electron in third, Alex, Fetz, Pyro, Stimson, Zamgul, Shapes, Cola, Fluffy, ABB, and Proves in the Danger Zone. All but Alex and Jess, though, with helps still available. So we go on. Question number 2. Who is the current CEO of Spotify? Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, Reed Hastings, or Daniel Ek? Flyby, welcome to the stream. Daniel Ek is the correct answer. Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft. Sundar Pichai is CEO of Alphabet or Google. And Reed Hastings was the CEO of Netflix. Daniel Ek is Spotify. Shapes was fastest and with a multiplier. Fluffy was second. Samsa was third. BC was fourth. And ABME was fifth with a multiplier. Just those 2 multipliers coming in on correct answers for ABME and Shapes. Let's reorder the board. Tie in the Danger Zone. Lingo and Alex both on 23. Lingo with a slight advantage because they've got a help still available. Ben in the lead, Samster in second, Shapes in third. Meanwhile, in the Boneyard, Family has got the lead at the moment with 7 correct answers. CJ, Dan, DangerZone, Stilgar, and Tigo all on 6. Let's go on. Question number 3. Bossy Pants is the name of an autobiographical comedy book by which SNL comedian? Tina Fey, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, or Kenan Thompson? It's Tina Fey, who I now don't associate with Mean Girls anymore. I just associate with that advert that comes up on YouTube. There's something to do with travel. Is it Airbnb? It's advertising something, but all I remember from it is Tina Fey. Because of something, there are so many Tina Feys I can be. I just think adverts are fundamentally failed if the thing you remember from them is a celebrity cameo and not the thing they're advertising. So away it goes. Clive was fastest, Shapes was second, ABME third, Samster was fourth, and Clayton was fifth. 1 nerf coming in from Lingo Maniac for the flat rate of 10. Let's reorder the board. Lingo just managing to find a way out of the Danger Zone. Sam's still in the lead. Shapes is in second. Clive is in third. We still got quite a few helps available with the last 2 questions. Fluffy, Stimson's, Proves, Cola, Fetz, and Pyro in the Danger Zone with helps. Only a Matt outside of the Danger Zone and with helps. Remember, use them or lose them. 2 more questions. Here's question number 4. Uses the opening theme tune to Malcolm in the Middle. The song Boss of Me was released by which band? They Might Be Giants, R.E.M., The Rembrandts, Bare Naked Ladies. They Might Be Giants. I went through a phase of obsessing over They Might Be Giants when I was about 14. I think the Bare Naked Ladies did the Big Bang Theory, which is our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. But yeah, They Might Be Giants with the You're Not the Boss of Me Now, and Rembrandts indeed are friends. Who did R.E.M. do? Have they done anything famous? Nothing leaps to mind. But yeah, Rembrandt's friends, Bare Naked Ladies, Big Bang Theory. I don't have this in my notes, I just happen to know that. They Might Be Giants was Malcolm in the Middle. Indeed, lovely stuff. Proves with a nerf there. Oni and Matt with a multiplier, though only finding the right answer. Oni was also fastest with a multiplier for 40 points. Clive second, Shapes third, BC fourth, Lupine was fifth. Let's reorder the board. Shapes now at the top. Sam's in second, Oni in third. Nobody outside of the Danger Zone has a help available. Fluffy, Stimson, Fetz, Cola, and Pyro all do. All currently in the Danger Zone. Let's see what happens with this final question. It's still very tight, particularly around that Danger Zone line. 31, 31, well, 30, 31, 31, 33, 34, 36. Proves you might be looking over your shoulder. You are not safe yet. Let's take a look at the final question in The Boss. Question 5. Here we go. Bossa Nova is a subgenre of music which is derived from which other genre of music? Tango, samba, reggae, or salsa? Or salsa, I suppose. Salsa. It's the Sussex in me coming out. Tango, samba, reggae, or salsa? It wasn't salsa, it was samba. Samba was the answer. Originating in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Couple of nerfs, Pyro and Fetch. Just Pyro finding the right answer rather than Fetch multiplying on a wrong answer. Fluffy and Simpsons Angle both nerfing there. Pyro was actually fastest as well. 1.73 seconds. Bloody hell, Pyro. Getting 40 points for that. Clive second. Shapes third. Sam was fourth. And Oni was fifth. Let's reorder the board after that final question. We have a red danger zone, which means we are done there. There will be no tiebreaker. And Shapes finishes on top with 101. Sam in second with 99. And Clive in third with 98. That's a very tight finish up at the top. 101, 99, 98, 96. Blimey O'Reilly. Ralph on 73. Ben on 72. ABME 64. Silver Electron 59. Lingo 58. Matt 53. And Pyro 48. You will all get through to round number 4. Congratulations. We will see you there. Unfortunately, though, for Clayton, I'll read it from my log actually, because then I'll know who you are. For Fetz, Fluffy, Riff, Proogs, TVP, Cola, Clayton, Simpsons Angle, and Alex and Jess. Great hustle to get to the end of round 3, but unfortunately, not to be. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye.
Sleep mode activated.
And off they go to the boneyard. Femily and Fluffy Bunny now tied at the top with 10 points apiece. And indeed, we are not going to have a bronze medal this game. It might break the game when it does the pennies. I might have to go manually add the pennies on. Oh, what a twat. What a twat. Oh well. We have 2 people in the final. We haven't had this for a while. I remember back in Danger Zone 1, the final used to be a different size every week, and then I decided that it should be a rule that it should be 6. But I still built in the functionality to make it dynamic. Yeah, sorry, I changed the setting because I needed to test something. So the full story is that in order to test things in this game, you need a certain number of players in the lobby. It won't let you start unless you've got enough players to let the algorithm do its thing. So I put it down to the minimum number of players required for the final, so that I didn't have to open up, probably 16 different Universal Controller SOC accounts. And then I didn't put it back up to 6 and it's been built, so there's not a lot I can do at this point, except rebuild it next time. But if someone could chuck it in suggestions so I don't forget, and I will do that, immediately after the stream, 'cause it's not a big job, just changing a slider and then pressing build again. Anyway, Shape start with 5, Sam with 3, Clive with 2, Ralph Oni, Lingo, Matt, ABME, Ben Pyro, and Silver Electron reset to 0. Let's take a look at the 4th category. The finish line. 5 questions this round. Multiplying will double your points for the question. Nerfing in this round will earn you 5 points after the number of live players are rounded down. You may use either help once this round, but not both. A reminder, you will not get helps in the final round, and your starting score will be, for the 2 players who get there, total number of correct answers minus number of appearances in the danger zone. So if you go in with a strong advantage, then you've got a very good chance of winning, because there's only 6 and 5 points going to be available in the final this week. Game may crash when it comes to award a bronze medal. Might not. But yeah, we'll find out. Did somebody mention the tournament? Noted from Zeus. No, sit down. So that's what you're going to be playing for. 2 of you will get through. You have got helps available now. Let's see who our 2 finalists are going to be. Good luck to you all. Let's play Danger Zone. How apropos. Question 1. Goodnight Seattle is an oft-repeated final line of which fictional TV character? Ross Geller, Meredith Grey, Fraser Crane, or Jerry Seinfeld? Fraser Crane. Fraser. It was Fraser Crane. Most players managed to get the correct answer despite me saying Fraser Crane. That's a note for the proof and not for broadcast. Matt and BC both multiplied. BC was actually fastest there as well. ABME second, Shapes third, only 4th, and Clive was 5th. Let's reorder the board. Whew. It's BC and Shapes at the moment, but long way to go. On we go. Question number 2. Known for crossing many finish lines in his career, Charles Leclerc comes from which European microstate? Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Monaco, Andorra. Monaco is the correct answer. And a note here from Zeus. I will only accept F1 questions if they are about this man. Still not a sport, though. I might agree with that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how I feel about F1. I don't watch it personally. I wouldn't necessarily admonish anybody who does watch it or not call it a sport necessarily. Not like darts. Am I right, Sam? No, I quite enjoyed the darts. ABMe and Oni multiplying on that one. Lingo nerfing. ABMe and Oni were actually number 1 and 2 with the multipliers, 22 and 20 points respectively. BC was 3rd, Sam 4th, Lupine was 5th. Let's reorder the board. ABME and Ben, 32 and 31 now, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with helps available. 40 points if you multiply, potentially 40 points on correct multiply if you're the fastest. Let's see what happens as we go to question number 3. We're finally even get like this. What is the currency of Finland? Koruna, Euro, Krone, or Krona? It's the Euro. This was the one that Zeus wanted to put in a particular order. RNG has not favoured the question this time. But yeah, they used the Euro in Finland. I don't believe they are in the European Union, but they might be in the European Economic Area. Don't quote me on that. I think Finland one of the ones who like fishing, so they've got a special rule, so they're not allowed in the EU, but they're in Schengen and they're in the EEA and they use the Euro, but they're not in the EU. I don't know. Are they in the EU? Who's the one that's in Schengen? Maybe it's Iceland then. They're in Schengen and they're in the EEA, but they're not in the EU or they're not in the Customs Union. Norway is who I'm thinking of. Thank you, Shapes. I knew it was one of them ones up there. Norway and Finland are fairly close together, aren't they? Only one is Norway's not. Fine. 3 multipliers, all incorrect. Clive, Silver Electron, and Shapes all going for a multiplier there. All of them incorrect. I can tell you where they went. Clive went for Krona. Shapes went for Karuna. And Silver Electron went for Krone. So 3 multipliers on 3 wrong answers. Only 2 players getting that one right. ABME fastest and Oni was 2nd. Let's reorder the board. And Oni just switching places with Ben. Now it's ABME and Oni going into the Danger Zone final. I will retroactively award a bronze medal to whoever finishes 3rd, I think, in this bit. Unless they get a boneyard. In which case I might not. I might do. No, I can't do that. Anyway, on we go. Next question. It's an inversion of the usual arrangement. But now you've got them both, eh, Shapes? Which athlete crossed the finish line first in the final of the men's 100-metre race at the 2024 Olympics? Great question. Kasani Thompson, Fred Curley, Noah Lyles, or Akani Simbini? I couldn't have told you who it was, but I know it was bloody close. Noah Lyles was the correct answer. I think it was like less than 0.02 of a second. It was bloody close. Sam was fastest there and the only one to multiply. BC 2nd, Shapes was 3rd, ABME 4th, and Silver Electron was 5th. Let's reorder the board. And Sam stays exactly where he is, so the gap is closed down for this final question. ABME must be feeling quite comfortable at the top at this point. Because they are 7 points clear of Oni in 2nd place, who is 3 points clear of Ben, who is 2 points clear of Sam. Who will our 2 finalists be? It looks like it's going to be ABME and Oni at the moment, but still time for that to change with 11 points available per question. Good luck. Here's question 5. Originating north of Dijon, France, into which body of water does the Seine River empty? Mediterranean Sea, English Channel, Bay of Biscay, Celtic Sea. Was it Seine? Might be pronounced Seine. I think the Seine might be a different river. Apologies if I confuse it. Most of the answers sounded like they came in before I said that word. Yeah, it is the Seine, isn't it? The Seine. Connection, don't die. Rip. Well, is it pronounced Seine? Insane. The Seine. I don't know. It's the English Channel either way. None of the others. Pyro multiplying, but on a wrong answer. Lupine nerfing that one for the flat rate of 5. I don't think that's going to help, but it might get you into 3rd position. But probably not because Shapes and Ben ahead of you got it right. Shapes was fastest, BC 2nd, ABME was 3rd. Oh, Oni's going to burn a building down. I fear. Let's reorder the board. Yeah, he is. It might be mine because it's my fuck up. That means he's not in the final. Oh, good lordy, lordy bless. He's not doing worse than that, mate. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Insane in the membrane, indeed. Well, there we have it. It's been a very interesting game of DangerZone, but unfortunately, we have to deny Ralph, Shapes, Sam, and Oni a place in the final because of my error. My bad, guys. I am going to give Oni, though, a conciliatory bronze medal, unless he gets the Boneyard, in which case he got the Boneyard and the bronze will go to Sam. That's just the way it goes, yeah. Sorry. And it might actually break the game and not give anyone any pennies, at which point I'm going to have to go back and manually work them all out again, which will be hell. But I will do, because it was my error. But hoping it won't crash. Anyway, before we get to there, Clive, Matt, Pyro, Lupine, Silver Electron, Shape, Sam, Oni, and Lingo Maniac, great hustle, and apologies for the unannounced change of the rules, but unfortunately it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye.
Are you still there?
No, they're not.
Shutting down.
And off they go, and it's just AB, me, and Ben. Well, this will be interesting. Oni's going to get a bronze unless he can get all the way up to first place. Where's he gone? Oh, he might actually do that because he's only one question behind. So it's ABB versus Ben, and look at this. They're both on 10. Number of correct answers minus number of times in the danger zone. Minus the number of times in the danger zone gives them both a score of 10. So there is no advantage, and it's 6 points and 5 points. So if they're both right, that's very small advantage to the faster player. This could make a really interesting once-in-a-while format. But yes, this meme, the meme that refuses to die. And effectively all the questions, well, 2 and 1 points effectively. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at the category, which as always, it's general knowledge. 5 questions this round. Multipliers and nerfs are inactive. Live players start with a score equal to their total correct answers minus their total danger zone appearances. In this case, both AB, me, and Ben are on 10. This entire quiz has been an exercise in self-indulgence, and I make no apologies. Note there from Zeus for you. You know the drill, and there's just the 2 of you rather than 6. I'm going to enjoy this. Good luck. Let's play Danger Zone. Also referred to as the Hunt, who was the Roman goddess of the chase? Mercury, Janus, Vulcan, or Diana? It's Diana. Mercury, best known for being the messenger god. Janus was the god of doorways, amongst other things. Vulcan was the god of fire and hot things like F1 driver Charles Leclerc. BC, the only one to get that one right. And oh yeah, no, it's not 5 and 6. It is 2 and 1 because of how the logic works, because there's only 2 players. I don't know what I'm talking about. BC, you know my game better than me. Yeah, my bad. But yes, 2 points. Well played. Ben taking an early lead. AB me on 10. Let's go on. Question 2. The first in the series without a numeric subtitle, what name was given to the 4th Mission Impossible film? Rogue Nation, Dead Reckoning, Ghost Protocol, or Fallout? The Delta will still be saying as if it would. That's true. I just forgot how I programmed the logic of my own game, as happens on an almost weekly basis. Ghost Protocol was 4th, Rogue Nation was 5, Fallout was 6, Dead Reckoning was 7. Again, BC, the only one to get it right, extending that lead. Now 4 points clear of AB me. AB me, you're going to have to start getting some questions right in a minute, or hope that BC gets them wrong, and even then, you still got to catch up. Not discounting the possibility of a 5th set tiebreaker. Let's go on to question number 3. Which of these reality competitions sees the finalists being questioned and ultimately crowned by a jury of eliminated players? Survivor, The Traitors, The Great British Bake Off, The Apprentice. It's Survivor, both players getting it right. And by a whisker. AB Me was quicker, 3.55 to BC's 3.68. 0.13 seconds slower there, BC. Which means AB Me closes down the gap by 1. With 2 questions to go, AB Me is going to have to now rely on Ben getting a question wrong. Can still technically win, though if Ben answers this next one right, either first or second, the best AB Me can hope for is a 5th set tiebreaker. Let's take a look at question number 4. What is the traditional gift for celebrating a 15th anniversary? Silver, pearl, tin, or crystal? Both players are wrong, and that is the game. It's crystal at 15, tin is 10. Tin is 10. Silver's 25, pearl is 30. That is going to be the game. Because AB Me can no longer catch Ben. The only thing we've got to see is Oni going to get a Boneyard medal, potentially a shared Boneyard medal with Riff and Sam, or is he going to get the bronze medal? And oh god, if both Oni and Sam get a lobby medal with 18, where would the bronze medal go at that point? I'd have to check the VOD. No, Fluffy wasn't in line to get a bronze, unless he's the next in line. Does it go to JR? I think that sounds about right. Well, so it's race for the bronze in the lobby at this point, because the main game is decided. Let's take a look at our final question. Which of these is a best-selling book by author Malcolm Gladwell? The Benchmark, The Tipping Point, The Impossible, or The Divided? AB Me's going to make it as close as possible for mean value. It's the tipping point. And after that, AB Me finishes on 14 and Ben is the winner on 15. The bronze medal is going to go to Oni, as he was 3rd place at the end of the previous round, and that's the best I can do. I'll have to manually add that on. Remind me, Oni, in case I forget. And Boneyard medals to Riff and Sam with a magnificent 19 out of 25. Thank you very much to Zeus for writing those questions. Apologies for the slight change in format at the end, but I still think it went well, and best of all, the build didn't crash, so that's good. Hopefully it won't crash now when it tries to do melt. I think it does a thing where it looks for the player who's in 3rd place, and if it doesn't find anyone, it just doesn't do any loop. It might not. It might break. We'll find out. If the credits roll, it's worked. Congratulations, though, to Ben, our Danger Zone champion. It kind of already is a feature. It's not. I mean, this wasn't. It wasn't. It was neither a feature nor a bug. It was an accident. It is by design. I can make the number of players in the final flexible. That's by design. But it's only ever been played as 6. I mean, if I was going to change this, it might be quite fun to do like what we do in Distinction, where there's 3 finalists, so they're always gold, silver, and bronze, and then there's a lobby scrap afterwards. That could be a way of doing it. But, I mean, Danger Zone is just such a tried and tested format. I mean, it's been around for 5+ years now. So, 6 in the final always means... The one thing I feel slightly sad about with 6 in the final is that you end up with 3 players not getting a medal when they might have gotten a lobby medal. There's maybe an argument that the lobby game is sort of a lower category of medal and maybe they should be eligible for a medal. I don't know. It depends how you want to read it. But I kind of like the lobby medal because it means players who are eliminated get to hang around and keep playing. So... yeah, it's neither a bug nor a feature, to be honest, because were it a bug, it would be something I had programmed incorrectly, and were it a feature, it would be something I programmed incorrectly but had accidentally won, so failing successfully, if you like. This was kind of neither. It was just an accident on build, but yeah, it was good fun. Good scrap, either way. Some more... Samso, I know you've been here a while, but welcome to the stream. I've got some raid messages I need to go through and filter. Extra Danger Zone. Face Off in the Danger Zone. Quite like that. JL submitted a thing with a load of characters that aren't in this font family, so I can't have that one. No, but there is a bronze today. Danger Zone, the Duel, I quite like that one. Phrasing. Insane in the membrane, that's funny. Give it to JR. Feature not a bug. A Tina feature not a bug. That's clever. That's clever, Ernie. That's a callback to the questions. I like that. Gang, great game. Great game. Sorry about the slight format change. Very many thanks to Zeus for writing that and to Inca as well for proofing it. That's been a really great start to the stream and I hope you've had fun. We're going to take a little break. If you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts. If you are subscribed, you'll hear some awesome funk music, but we won't start the next game until the adverts are concluded. So don't fear unduly in that regard. But when we come back, we are going to be playing The Abyss. It's been written by Fluffy Bunny. It's been proofed by Cola. And should be good fun. It's a self-running game as well, so I don't need to click anything, which is nice. And hopefully that has not got a build error in it. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to roll the credits. I'm going to grab myself another lager. I encourage you to do the same. Go stretch your legs and get more drinks or snacks or get some water. Stay hydrated because it's quite hot in this room. I don't know how it is where you are, but do look after yourselves. We'll be about 5 minutes, and when we return, we will be playing The Abyss as written by Fluffy Bunny. I do hope you'll join me for it. See you after the break. Don't wander off too far, because when we come back, The Abyss, and yes, it should be fairly global friendly, Naughty Goth, to answer your question, which if you fancy playing, you will need the Universal Controller, which you'll have just been using if you've been playing DangerZone. Should be a lot of fun. It's been written by Fluffy Bunny, and I do hope you'll join me. I'll put a bonus penny into the chat in a minute, and let you claim some bonus pennies. But yes, go stretch your legs, go get some more snacks, and we'll be back very soon with The Abyss. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
This is so. Super Soul.
No idea what is going on with this song. Apparently it's Super Soul by David Oliver, who is French, I assume. Or Belgian or something. Anyway, how you all doing? Nice to have you all here. There's quite a lot of you here today, actually, which is very encouraging this Thursday evening. So thanks for joining. Time to do a quick bit of continuity, just as the
Super Soul.
Yes, thank you for that. So Super Soul. Yes, well, as his dulcet tones fade away, I can tell you all about what is happening on Saturday. Well, Saturday is quite an exciting one because it is the first appearance this season of both Cryptex and the Escape Artist. It's going to be quite a chonky stream because we've got Cryptex at the beginning and it's a 9-round pack, a 9-puzzle pack, as opposed to the regular 3, 4, 5, 7. We usually have 7, so it's a chunky game of Cryptex anyway. We've then got the season premiere of The Escape Artist, and we've then got Risky Business after that, if that wasn't enough. So there's a lot to look forward to this coming week. I know there's a couple of packs I need to proof before then as well. But yes, Cryptex by Ape, The Escape Artist by Quizzle, and Risky Business by Stimpson's Angle. That is going to be a thick stream. THIIIIICCCCCCC. Thick stream. So please do come along for that. If you're only here in the week, if you can only make the Thursday stream, then next Thursday we've got Battlefront by Proogs, we've got Distinction by Jerry Ellis, and we've got Red Herrings by Stimpson's Angle again. So that's next Thursday, Battlefront, Distinction, and Red Herrings. So next Thursday will be a bit of a lighter affair. Saturday will be a bit of a lighter affair, finishing with Risky Business. That's always good yarn. It's also going to be the first time I'm using Cryptex and the Escape Artist in the operator software. Escape Artist I did on Sunday. Cryptex I started last night, and the nuts and bolts of it is done. I need to add a few more debugs at some point between now and Saturday. When I'm going to find that time, I do not know, because I'm fairly chocker between now and then, but and then, just to bring to your attention, the following Saturday, the 7th of June, we've got Crossfire, Moneybox, and Spotlight, but that is my special conflab with HUD601, who we might very well be going to raid later on if he's still alive. He's been at UKSG, but he's doing his annual Bristol Pride month in June. No idea what's happening on his side of things yet. Some things were suggested, but things will happen. It will be fun. But then there's going to be a sort of slightly Sonic-y video game themed game night over here on the Saturday night with Crossfire, Moneybox, and Spotlight. There'll be a lot of members from HUD's community joining us, and likewise, I imagine there'll be a lot of you will be joining us on his side of things. So we start on HUD's normally around 6ish, and then we raid over to mine for the usual time of 8 o'clock. That's the plan for the 7th of June. So that's Saturday week, raising money for Bristol Pride. It will be really good fun. And then, oh my God, the swap over week is on the horizon, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st of June. I forget it's June on Sunday. So yeah, Ash, if you're here or watching on the VOD, we're about 2.5 weeks away from that. Just saying. Ben plays Sonic, HUD's hosting trivia. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened. We have done something where HUD's does co-hosting with me and I play some Sonic stuff. But yeah, speaking of Ash the Bash, in fact, let me just do some shout-outs there. Let me, because I mentioned him first. There's HUD601. Go give him a follow. And Ash the Bash as well. Go give him a follow. I know Ash had his Wednesday wheel stream yesterday. He's got a chill stream tomorrow, the 30th of May, so that'll be slightly... which I think Score is doing... Score, is it Blood on the Clock Tower you're doing? Which is a social deduction game. If that appeals... that sort of thing, and I have to say I do love a social deduction game. Then Storytelling Blood on the Clock Tower, fantastic. So that's tomorrow night at 8 PM on Ash's channel, twitch.tv/80_bash. Next week he's got Untitled Grid Game, 1000 Heartbeats, Equation Grid, and Redacted. So a full week post-duel madness on Ash's side of things. So do go give him a follow if you're not doing so already. That's about it for continuity. And Mark, Vertigo, welcome both of you to the stream. Shot by Emily, electrocuted in Danger Zone W. I can't see what the rest of that says, Prug, so I have to dismiss it out of hand. You've got to keep them concise. I could put word wrapping on it, or shrink to fit maybe, but make it fit. Stop whispering in my ear like that, Dave. What? So Super Soul, yeah. Thick stream. I quite like that one as well. What's next? What's next? I see. Well, I'll tell you what is next for this evening. We have got The Abyss, as written by Fluffy Bunny and proofed by Cola. So get your universal controller devices at the ready, and hope you're all ready to play into the quietly nihilistic arena of The Abyss. Let's see what happens. Let's play. To The Abyss as the sounds of Evelyn Glennie fade away. The room code is VGDM. Come and join. There's the Unicom. There is the room code. Come and join us. I promise you no harm will befall you. Just falling into the endless void of The Abyss. It'd be fine. Video game direct message, indeed so. Only in the Discord. I got a bronze somehow, despite being vaporized to nothing. It's going to be tricky trying to hang a medal on a pile of atoms, but I'm sure you'll find a way. You're resourceful like that. Indeed so. Right, while you come and join, let's play with the soundboard. Quite like that one. That's mainly for Plinko, so I've got more yay and bad sounds. I've also taken a leaf out of Ash's book. And we've got that one now. And I can spam it as well, like Ash does, which is always funny. We've got that, which could be quite fun. We've got a fart, a regular fart. I've got the Blockbusters fail horn. Still got that one. Of course, we've still got space. Yeah. Oh, I've got this in case this comes up at any point. I can add a QI. I haven't got. I used to have an overlay that put a QI, put a message on it, but it was just too much of a hassle hurdle to keep. I might revisit that. But yeah, we've still got that. And yeah, lots of turrets now, which are quite fun. So I might press those buttons a bit more.
Critical error.
Because they're really fun. They're really fun. And we do this when you drop into the abyss, we can just go...
Sleep mode activated.
Or if you're about to drop into the abyss...
Please put me down.
Anyway. That's far too much silliness. Come join the game, VGDM. I'll give you another 30 seconds, and then we will get this game underway. What the heck are these? They're the turrets from Portal. Yeah, I think they are slightly louder. I got from a different source. Well, some of them are. I mean, that one's a bit quieter. Ecumenical Matter's a bit quiet.
What a shame.
Yeah, they just balanced slightly differently. I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So yeah. Different source. Very good. Oh yeah, if you're not played, this where Colin, it's where that one comes from as well. Please put me down without the context of being picked up as a slide. It does a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, Portal's a great game if you haven't played it. Space is actually from Portal 2, I say what a shame I expect it to be Gordon Ramsay. No, it's always JC Denton. Always JC Denton. Right, I think we should play. Let's lock the lobby. Anytime entry is available on this game, so if you want to join midway through, there is the link and the room code at the top of the screen. Yeah, Portal Series is super. Really, really good stuff. Here's how to play. You face 40 questions across 5 different categories. Use crossword clues to help you, because in this game, spelling matters. After 5 questions, 9 players will be selected to join the Abyss Arena. Inside the arena, and welcome on Inside Marine. Inside the arena, wrong answers or abstentions cost you a life. 5 consecutive correct answers will earn you an extra life, up to a maximum of 3. If you exhaust your lives, you fall into the Abyss and you're out of the game, and a player from the wings will replace you. 9 players inside the arena. At the conclusion of question 40, go on to the final. Good luck. Fun fact, 40 is the only number where all of its letters are in alphabetical order. So that's fun. Right. Those are the rules. Answer the questions. Watch your spelling. Use the crossword clues to help you. I've got a readout of the categories here. Let me see if I need to give you any advance notice of these. I'm going to go through them anyway. 5 categories, not necessarily in this order. Recent sporting champions. Each question is the name of a recent sporting champion. Simply name the sport. It's category 1. Category 2, peak quizzing. Each question is the name of the highest peak in a country, either mountain or volcano. Simply name the country that it is in. Book of the film is the 3rd category. Each question is the title and year of a film adapted from a book. Simply name the author. Surname is sufficient. Baby animals is category 4. Each question is the name of an animal. Provide the name of its baby counterpart. For example, given the clue dog, the answer would be puppy. Inventors, each question is an invention. Simply name the inventor with the nationality of the inventor provided. Surnames are sufficient. So it's a fairly standard sort of Abyss-style format. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary, but that is what you are going for here. Recent sporting champions, peak quizzing, book of the film, baby animals, and inventors. Okay. Lots of surnames, yes. So, if you're ready, good luck. Let's play. Starting with inventors. Dynamite, Sweden. 5 or 6-5. Each question is an invention. Simply name the inventor. Alfred Nobel is the answer to that one. Famously invented the prize named after himself because he didn't want to principally be remembered for dynamite. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2005. 4 or 5-4. Name the author. What's your spelling? I would encourage you just to go for the surname on this one. Roald Dahl was the answer. Everyone who attempted that getting that one right. Well played. Roald Dahl. Baby animals is next. Name the baby animal of a sheep with 4 letters. Art and defense, these are great categories for someone else. Oh, you're all doing jolly well so far. A baby sheep is a lamb. Delicious. Especially in tikka masala with some egg fried rice and a peshwari naan bread. Recent sporting champions. Name the sport for Max Verstappen from the Netherlands. Name the sport. The sport, as Zeus would say. So, of course, Formula 1. Dutch F1 driver, current Formula 1 World Drivers Champion, 2021 to 2024. Peak quizzing is the final one before we bring some players into the Abyss Arena. Mount Everest. 5 letters. Either of them. Which country is it in? The peak is in Nepal, but we also accepted China. Elevation of 8,849 meters. The summit of Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth. Let's bring some players into the Abyss Arena. We've got Toucan with 4. We've got Oni with 5. We've got Fetz with 4. We've got Proves with 5. 4, 5, 4, 5 so far. We've got Nando with 5, breaking the pattern, but never mind, maybe it will go backwards now. We've got JR with 5. No, it won't. Oh, it might be a palindrome, though. That could be fun. No, it's not a palindrome. Riff joins us with 5. Clive joins us with 5. Remember, the more points you get, the more chance you have of getting in. And Pyro joins us with 5. Keep answering though, because the more points you get out of the previous 5 questions, the more chance you have of joining the Abyss Arena. On we go. Inventors. First working television from Scotland. 5 letters. There'll be a mixture of difficulties from this point onwards. I don't know if you got this one. John Logie Baird was the answer. Baird, acceptable there. The inventor of the television. Recent sporting champions is next. Luke Littler from the UK. 5 letters, name the sport. Sorry. Name the sport. What's this? Everyone got it right apart from Samster. Oh no. Darts is the answer. Arrows. Heavy air quotes on sport, and on F1 as well. Next one, Mont Blanc, 6 or 5. Again, there's 2 options available here. Which country is Mont Blanc in? We accepted either France or Italy for that one. The highest mountain in the Alps in Western Europe and the highest mountain in Europe outside the Caucasus Mountains, an elevation of 4,806 meters. What's the baby animal of a deer? A baby deer, what would you call it? And mind your spelling. A baby deer is a fawn. F-A-W-N. Well done if you got that one. Got one! Well done, Crossfire. Book of the film is next. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, 2012. Name the author. Surname is sufficient, but watch your spelling. Watch your spelling. This is one I use as an example of how to spell, because I'm always spelling this one wrong. It's I before E. It's Tolkien. Curse 2, can you dropped into the abyss? You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. J.R.R. Tolkien. Flyboy comes to replace you with a score of 9. On we go. Recent sporting champions, Sebastian Kimaru Sowa from Kenya. 8 letters in the sport that they are the recent sporting champion of. Marathon. They're a marathoner. Marathon runner? Marathoner. Vets, that is 5 right in a row. That's an extra life. You're back up to the top flight. Well played. Next one, baby animals. A pigeon. So there is a pigeon in your bank account. 5 letters. It's a baby pigeon called. Well, there's a pigeon which potentially has bird flu in your bank account. A baby pigeon is called a squab. Riff, Pyro, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. You're going to be replaced by a Naughty Goth, who joins us with a score of 9. And Conradlak, who joins us with a score of 7. On we go. Inventors. Next, chocolate chip cookies born in the USA. Who is the inventor of chocolate chip cookies? I don't know if you got this one. I didn't have a clue on this one. Ruth Graves Wakefield is the correct answer there. JR approves, you dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Vertigo comes to join us with a score of 10. And Shapes comes to join us with a score of 12. On we go. Book of the film is next. The Remains of the Day, 1993, 8 or 5-8. Who is the author of The Remains of the Day? Kazuo Ishiguro is the answer. Nando Flyboy only have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. British author. The novel 1981 was adapted into a film that starred Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson and was nominated for 8 Oscars. Clayton and Lupine joining us with 10 and 12. And Ben also joining us with 12. Yes, spelling catching a couple of us out there again. We might be on the harder point of the questions at the moment. Let's take a look at the next. Mount Elbrus, peak quizzing, 6 letters. Which country is Mount Elbrus in? Remember, it will give you a set of 5 questions that will all be relatively the same difficulty, generally. Mount Elbrus is in Russia, the highest peak of the Caucasus Mountains in southwestern Russia. It is an extinct volcano with twin cones reaching 5,642 metres and 5,595 metres respectively. Clive and Fetz dropping into the abyss now at the game. Riff and CJ coming to replace them with 10 and 7 respectively. Another peak quizzing, Mount Kilimanjaro, 8 letters, what is the country? It's in Tanzania. It's a dormant volcano in Tanzania, the highest mountain in Africa, the highest freestanding mountain above sea level in the world. Situated 58.95 metres above sea level. Connor Adelac, it dropping into the abyss now at the game. Silent Marine replacing them on a score of 6. A baby goose with 7 letters. Nothing else to offer on that one. It's a gosling. And of course, have to put that one in. No diacritics here. Ballpoint pen, Hungary. No diacritics, so I don't know if it'll pass them. Ballpoint pen. Who's the inventor of the ballpoint pen? It was László Bíró, the Hungarian inventor. László Bíró. Recent sporting champions is next. Name the sport. Anna Sabalenka from Belarus. Aina? Arena? Shapes, how do you pronounce that name? I'm sure Shapes will know. Because it's tennis, I realise I may have accidentally spoiled it a bit soon. But it's tennis. Vertigo and Silent Marine dropping into the abyss and out the game. Arena, thank you very much. Portister comes to join us with a score of 4. And Solomol comes to join us with a score of 8. Welcome on in. Book of the film is next. Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. 7 or 3 7. Fleming, or Ian Fleming. In what wrote James Bond is the answer. CJ have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Lupine, BC and Shapes all earning an extra life. And Prugs coming to join the centre with a score of 13. Let's go on to peak quizzing. Mount Ararat with 6 letters. Old spelling is the only way we're accepting. Mount Ararat, a snow-capped dormant compound volcano in easternmost Turkey. Don't know if you got that. Inventors next. The World Wide Web, England, 10 or 310. I think you can put the hyphen in. Yes, you can put the hyphen in. With or without the hyphen. Tim Berners-Lee is the answer. Tim Berners-Lee, Solomon and Paulister dropping into the abyss now the game. Topo comes to join us with a score of 15. And Colin comes to join us with a score of 14. Next question, book of the film. Jack Reacher 2012, 5 or 3-5. Who wrote Jack Reacher? Past the midpoint now. It's been a fairly active churn in our arena players. Lee Child, well done if you got that one. Riff and Clayton, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Joe coming to join us with a score of 12. Recent birthday boy, welcome on in. And Sam coming in on a score of 22. One of the leaders in the wings at the moment. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. Baby Animals is next. What do you call a baby peacock with 8 letters? Ha! Good guess, Topper, but it's not that. Joe has gone for the same answer. Quite a few people go for cockling. No, it's a pea chick. I so wish it was cockling, but unfortunately not. Bruce dropping into the abyss and out of the game. Oni come to join us on a score of 21. Recent sporting champions. Next, Joey Logano from the USA with 6 letters. Birdling. That would also be good. Like bird person. Trickier one here, I think. I don't know if you got this. NASCAR is the answer. Shapes and Toppy, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. I don't mind quite an active churn in the abyss. It's kind of fun. 2 coming in with 21. Nando coming in with 19. We have got 15 questions remaining. I would like to know what you call a baby eel with 5 letters. America, indeed. What's a baby eel? Oh, good guess, Lupine, but not the one. Also a good guess, Colin, but not the one. It's called an elver. Joe, Lupine, Colin, and BC have dropped into the abyss. You are out of the game. Thank you for playing. To be replaced by Mark on a score of 25. Now the leader in the wings. Conrad comes for another go on a score of 12. JR joins us with a score of 14. And Clive comes in with a score of 20. 14 questions remaining this game. Here's your next question. Book of the film. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. What's your spelling? 2009 and 2011. 7 or 5-7? Watch the spelling. Which letter's duplicated? It's the S. Stieg Larsson is the answer. Larsson. He's furious. Recent sporting champions. Io Sky from Japan. 3 or 9? 3 or 9? That would be WWE. We're also accepted wrestling. Naughty Goth, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Toucan joins the Abyss Arena with a score of 12. And we move on to some more peak quizzing. Mount Logan. 6 letters. What's the country Mount Logan is in? (59.29 meters). Mount Logan is the highest mountain in Canada and the second highest peak in North America. Sam, that is 5 right in a row. And that's an extra life. You're back up to the top flight. You're on 27. Well played. Inventors. Pneumatic tyre from Scotland. 6 or 446? Canadianist name for a mountain I've ever heard. John Boyd Dunlop is the answer. Clive, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Colin comes to replace you on a score of 17. Oh, forgot to hit enter. Whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. On to the next. Another inventor. Movable type printing press from Germany. 9 or 8-9? Clayton, just for you.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. It was Johannes Gutenberg, the Gutenberg printing press. JR, Conrad Lack and Curse Toucan, you dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game. Thank you for playing. Riff comes for another go on a score of 18. Shapes is back again on a score of 24. And Simpsons Angle comes to join us with a score of 13. Let's go on. More baby animals for you. Baby owl with 5 letters. This one is as obvious as it seems. It's an owlet. An owlet. It's cute. Adorable is 8 letters. It is indeed. Only well played. 5 right in a row. That's an extra life. You're back up to the middle flight. Buys you a little bit of breathing room. On to another book of the film. Life of Pi from 2012. Who was the author? Life of Pi. I saw a play version of this at the Chichester Festival Theatre a couple of years ago, which I quite enjoyed. I've never seen the film. Neither have I read the book, which was written by Jan Martel, Canadian author. Life of Pi 2002 was adapted for a movie directed by Ang Lee and garnered 4 Oscars. Mark, that's 5 right in a row for you as well. You are back up to the top flight. Well played. 7 questions to go. Peak quizzing. Earwidfer, I think. Earwidfer. 5 letters. I mean, that should be a clue, the fact that there are no vowels there. Should be a bit of a clue that that is Wales, formerly Mount Snowdon. Earwidfer. Recent sporting champions, Zhao Xintong from China, 7 letters. I don't need to check with Shapes on how to pronounce this one because I actually follow this sport more than tennis. Snooker is the answer. Someone's dropped into the abyss and is out of the game. But thank you for playing. Sam and Nando getting extra life, and Ralph comes to join the centre on a score of 27. It didn't log who dropped into the abyss, so apologies. You've dropped in absentia. A baby hare. What do we call a baby hare? 7 letters. I think we call it delicious. It's called a leveret. Stimpson, apologies. It didn't log that you. I just saw it. I heard the noise, but it didn't log you. So you've dropped into the abyss and you're out the gate. Thank you for playing. Book of the film: Shawshank Redemption from 1994. 4 or 7-4. Actually based on a short story called Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. Only another 5 right in a row. Well played. You are back up to the top flight, my dude, with just 3 questions left. That's a good place to be. Recent sporting champions is next. Scotty Scheffler from America. 4 letters. Oh, and now he's typoed. I'm worried about the building. It's golf, not gold, Odie. Bad luck. Only 2 more to survive. Riff, that's 5 right in a row and an extra life for you. You're back up to the middle flight. Couple of options available here. Ben Nevis is in which country? Highest mountain in which country? 8 or 2 or 6, 7. That should be a clue. Ben, yes, that's me. Or BC is also Ben. Scotland is technically the answer. We accepted UK or United Kingdom there as well. With 1 question to go, everyone on the middle flight and higher is safely into the final. Here is your final question. The inventor of the sewing machine from the USA. 6 or 5, 6. It's just Mark and Colin on the bottom rung at the moment. Are any of them going to drop into the abyss on this final question? Either of them going to drop into the abyss on this final question? No, they're not. They got the answer. Isaac Singer, very well played. And that is the end of the main portion of this game. And we're going to restore... Okay, that was... Why has it done it like that? Oh, I know why. It's because someone must have got 5 right in a row. And so... So why is it doing them in a strange order? But I guess someone got 5 right in a row. Nando, I guess. Possibly Mark. And then it did the full elevation. So, there we have it. After 40 questions, Mark has 36, Riff has 25, Sam has 37, Toot has 36, Shapes has 33, Nando has 32, Ralph has 31, Oni has 34, and Colin has 25. You are our 9 finalists. Very well played. Abysmal Goth, who feel a bit sad that you're not in the Abyss arena, but that's just how this game works. Sometimes it is a bit RNG heavy. But Sam with 37 out of 40, that's a very, very good score in what was certainly a tough pack in places. But there's a very, very even spread of scores from the top down to the bottom, I would say, which means actually I think it's probably been pitched about right. No one getting none and no one getting 40. So I think that's a good sign. Maximum efficiency. Very good. Spacey Rise game. I like that. A damp baby owl is a moist owlet. Very good. Right. We have got just 10 questions left this game night, and here's how we play the final. Face up to 10 questions across the same 5 categories, which will now be displayed in a random order rather than in blocks of 5. Players in the Abyss Arena have had their lives refreshed. Gameplay is the same as before, except extra lives are no longer awarded, and players who drop into the Abyss will not be replaced. Last player left standing is declared the winner. In the event no winner has emerged after 10 questions, the winner is the player who is higher up their column. And in the event of a tie, the player with the highest score will be declared the winner. So, if you're all ready, 10 questions left. Mark, Riff, Sam, Toot, Shapes, Nando, Ralph, Oni, and Colin. Only one of you can win, and there is only one medal in this game. Good luck. Let's play. Starting with recent sporting champions, Katie Taylor from Ireland, 6 letters. That would be boxing. She's an Irish boxer, currently holds all 4 major female light welterweight titles. And the next one, we're after an inventor. Marine chronometer, England, 8 or 4-8. I'll tell you after the question. The only reason I know this is because of that episode of Only Fools and Horses, where they find the lesser watch made by John Harrison. Very well done if you got that one. I would have had a guess at that. Pete Quizzing is next. Aconcagua, 9 letters. Which country is Aconcagua in? In the Andes mountain range in Argentina at 6,961 meters. It's the highest point outside of Asia. Colin, you dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Next, book of the film, Schindler's List, 1993, 8 or 6-8. Well done if you got this. Thomas Keneally, Australian novelist. The book was 1982's Schindler's Ark. Mark Lupine and Riff, you've dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. 6 questions left. Baby Spider, with 10 letters. It's not that, Odie. Going out in glory. Odie says, get those bastards away from me. It's not the right answer. You've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Spiderling is what we wanted there. It's 4 players remaining. Oh my god. Pete Quizzing. Carantuhil. Carantuhil. 7 letters. Second reference to it in this round. Island is the correct answer. Shapes has dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thank you for playing. 2 on 3, Sam on 2, Nando on 1. Inventor of the crossword in England, 5 or 6-5. Who invented the crossword? I think it's our first sausage question of the game. Nobody getting that. It's Wayne. Sorry, Arthur Wayne is the answer. Nando, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game with 3 questions left. It's Sam vs. Toot. A baby porcupine with 10 letters. Baby porcupine. Both of them wrong. It's a porcupette. And Sam has dropped into the abyss and is out of the game. So we forego the final 2 questions, and Toot is the champion. Porcupette is very cute. Actually, quite a few people putting win. It's not impossible. We had a typo on the question. It was Arthur Wynn. Forgive us. Forgive us. That snuck through both writing and proofing. Arthur Wynn. So apologies if you were unfairly penalised for that. I will say the 3 players who were in live play, Toot, Samster and Nando, went for Hoyle, Smith and Smith, respectively. So that wouldn't have made any difference to the end game. But yes, if you put win, I'm going to give you kudos now. Mark put win. Flyboy put win. Naughty Goth and Conradlac put win. So kudos to you, and apologies that that's got through. And then, yeah, a couple of sausages at the end. But Porcupette, how unbelievably cute. And at the end of the baby cocklings, Porcupette a manger. Nice. At the end of that, Toot is the champion. And Toot, how many times have you won the Abyss? 20th. That is your 20th Abyss win, Toot. Very well played. Sam has to stick with 5. And Nando with just the 1. They were our final 3. But yeah, that will be your 20th win in the Abyss, Toot. So very well done. It's not actually Wayne. Indeed, so Clone Fighter. And that's going to be the end of the game. And very shortly, it's going to be the end of the stream. So thank you all for playing. Thank you very much indeed as well to Fluffy Bunny for providing those questions, and to Colo as well for the work he did with proofing that as well. It was really good fun. And I always like the Abyss because I just have to read stuff. Although I'm noticing, now I debug notes into the operator of this because the next question is coming up so quickly. I've got to read them fast, otherwise they disappear from my screen because obviously I can't read them until the post question. So but yeah, really good fun. Really good fun. I'm going to roll the credits and then wrap up the stream. 10:15. Another on-time stream, which is nice. To make up for it, we're not going to have Spacey Fall game tonight, but to make up for an on-time stream tonight, we've got a thick boy on Saturday with a triple bill, which should be really good fun, and I hope you'll join me for. Yeah, I'll go wrap up. We'll pick a raid target, and I'll pick a raid message, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. Thank you again to Fluffy Bunny and to Colo, and very many congratulations to Toot. You have survived the Abyss. Loki, welcome to the stream right at the end of the night. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And yes, you can't just add ling to the end of everything to make baby animals. Yeah, wrapping up on time, which feels good because and that all went very smoothly with the operator tonight. Say one build error notwithstanding, with well, not an error but an oversight in DangerZone. Let's kill the current game. I can save resources. Okay. That notwithstanding, and one swallowed log, I think, are the only errors I caught tonight. I've got a few bits that need repairing, but priority is getting Cryptex finished before Saturday, because that needs to, so then I can run the whole of Saturday out. And then I've got to do Money Box, which is going to be complicated. You want 1,000 pennies only? Anyone else want any pennies while we're at it? I can do a few all at once. There you go, only have 1,000 pennies. Make a quick vote because I'm going to pick a raid message, and then we're going to go raid Hud601, who I'm going to be co-streaming with in a couple of weeks' time. Pyro wants 1,000 pennies as well. Of course he does. Right, I might do these post-stream actually and just sort of wrap up now. There you go, Pyro. If any more come in. So, raid messages, DangerZone, the duel, Insane in the Membrane, I quite like that. Give it to JR. A Tina feature, not a bug. Very clever, Oni. Stop whispering in my ear like that, Dave. Thick stream from Vertigo. That's for Saturday. That would have been a good raid message for Saturday, Vertigo, but I like it all the same. A damp baby owl is a moist owl. I really like that. Spacey Rise game, indeed. Maximum efficiency. That's quite clever. Baby cocklings from Clayton. Porky Pet a Manger, I like that. It's not actually Wayne. And Soul just coming in from SA. No more suggestions at this point. I've got it down to 4. And we are going to give consolation pennies to Oni for Porky Pet a Manger. We're going to give them to ABME for Insane in the Membrane. And we are going to give consolation pennies to Clayton for Baby Cocklings. Oh, a note. When giving out consolation pennies, maybe note in the chat who, what that person said. But make it clear it's not the raid message, because tonight's raid message I'm getting 100 pennies for a damp baby owl is a moist owlet. It's JR Plays Games. And 100 pennies for you for tonight's raid message. We are going to go raid HUD 6. Bloody hell, the audience have dropped off. They don't like my close down. We've gone from like 52 to 31 in the space of about 2 minutes. People need to stick around for the raid, support wider communities. Consolation pennies for suggesting funny raid messages is what we're at. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to do some bits and bobs and stuff that's come in. Maybe finish Cryptex tonight because tomorrow I've got to go. I finish work at 3 and then I've got an appointment and then I've got a rehearsal and then I've got my 25th park run on Saturday and then a wedding in the afternoon and then I'm back on Saturday night. So I've not got a lot of time between now and Saturday to sort stuff out. So I might end up doing a bit more work this evening. But thank you all once again for joining. I hope you've had fun. Thank you to the proofing team, to Lewis for proofing my Crossfire pack. To Zeus for writing Danger Zone and to Inca for proofing it, to Fluffy Bunny for writing The Abyss, and to Colo for proofing it. Very grateful to everyone on the team who has contributed to tonight's stream. It's been really good fun and I hope you have enjoyed it as well. I will be back this Saturday with a thick stream. The first appearance of Cryptex this season as written by 8 Minky, the first appearance of The Escape Artist this season as written by Quizzle, and another appearance of Risky Business as written by Stimson's Angle. That should be a really good stream and I really hope you can come and join me for it. That's this Saturday, 8 PM, twitch.tv/royal_flush. Until then, we are going to go say hi to HUDS601 and we are going to say a damp baby owl is a moist owlet. Until next time, enjoy the remaining scraps of your Thursday. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe as always. And until next time, you've been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Take care, peace out and good night.
There's a very nice backpack as well, and it's got